stay tuned for the recipe. Hello everybody, this is Alessandra. Welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen. Look at this beautiful table, lemon, strawberry, pie tart plate. What are we making? Crostata morbida with crema pasticcera with custard cream and strawberries all on top. It's a different type of a tart. It's a soft tart with a sponge cake that's gonna get, I'm gonna wet it with the simple syrup with limoncello, just really delicious. Don't get overwhelmed, you know, I go step by step. The recipe is always on my www.alessandrasfoodislove.com. And also I try to go slow because I want to enjoy this, and as much as I enjoy it, I want you guys to enjoy it, okay? Also, for the tart plate, it's a different type of tart. If you see it's elevated in the middle, this is the one you want, and the link is gonna be below the video. Okay, now let's get started. For the base of the cake, we have flour, sugar, 2 eggs, oil. I like to use either sunflower or grapeseed oil, little milk, baking powder, and we also have the Italian vanillina that I love for the desserts, and of course the zest of a lemon. For the custard, the crema pasticcera, it's usually the same recipe I use all the time. We have milk, egg yolks, sugar, flour, and the lemon peel. For the simple syrup, which in Italian is called the bagna, bagna means to get wet. So that's exactly what we're doing to the sponge cake. We have water, sugar. I'm gonna add a couple slices of lemon peel, and of course limoncello. I'm going to mix the baking powder into the flour, and then what I will do is sift it just so that it incorporates some air. And I'm going to do it right over a parchment paper. It just makes it easier. Here, you see all the granule pieces? Like this, it becomes a lighter flour. Sugar in a large bowl. You can also use a KitchenAid, but it's so heavy. Sometimes just to take it out and put it back is a chore. So I like this better. The vanillina is in, and now we're going to add the eggs. This beautiful pale yellow color, that means it's ready. Now we're gonna start adding the oil. Un filo d'olio alla volta, just a drop at a time, and let it incorporate. Lower your speed, because once you add the milk, it's gonna splatter everywhere. So just gently add the milk right in. The zest of the lemon. Invest in a good zester. It makes such a difference. It truly does. And I've added the zest in. Now I'm going to give it a quick mix so it gets well incorporated. And now it's the time for the flour. Add it in small amounts at a time. Slowly, otherwise the flour will splatter everywhere. And you want it to get slowly incorporated so the dough will, the liquid part will absorb the flour. Okay, I'm going to show you the consistency of the batter. See that? My tart plate is 10.5 inches. 10 to 11 inches is great. I've buttered and floured it, took off the excess flour, and now we're gonna pour in the batter. Now I'm waiting for one of the girls to come running down, because when they hear the mixer, they know I'm baking and somebody's gonna wanna lick the pan. So I'm waiting, but I'm gonna nail them with helping me with the dishwasher. Oven on 350, and I promise I will time it for you. I don't time anything, unfortunately, but for you, I will. See you in a little bit. It was exactly 24 minutes in the oven at 350. Very simple for the simple syrup. Simple for the simple syrup. So, a cup of water, half a cup of sugar. A cup of water, I'm sorry, 2 cups of water, a cup of, so you just double up the water. I'm confusing myself. Allora, riproviamo. A cup of water, half a cup of sugar. 2 cups of water, a cup of sugar. 3 cups of water, a cup and a half of sugar. So depending on the size of the simple syrup you need to make, a couple peels of lemon. Try to buy organic because especially in something like this, if there's any wax on it, you're just eating wax that's melting in your water. So I'm gonna add three slices of the lemon. You could add more. You could leave it out. Sometimes I'll add orange if I'm making my cannoli cake. So we're going to place this right over the stove, and we're going to boil it for about 5 to 10 minutes. It's been boiling 5 minutes. It's already a nice light yellow color from the lemons. The sugar has dissolved completely, and you see? Now we move it to the side and let it cool completely before you use it. For the crema pasticcera, it's always the same recipe. I love it. The measurements are right. Try to do grams. Whenever I bake, I use grams because it makes it so much precise. So I'm going to do it straight in the pot. I don't want to do it in the bowl in the pot and dirty up everything. Okay. So I'm going to add the sugar, the flour, the eggs. Using a whisk, just start mixing everything, okay? Now, it's gonna be thick, so what you're going to do is you've got your milk already measured out, so you just add a drop at a time. Don't add too much, just a drop. See that? And just keep incorporating all the ingredients. If you see it's too thick, add a little bit more milk. What you're doing is you're avoiding making those little flour balls because you're adding the liquid a little bit at a time. When you see that it's a thick batter consistency, this is when you're going to use olio di gomito, which is elbow grease. So like this, you want to make it smooth, and then that's going to guarantee that you have a smooth, luscious cream. See how nice and smooth it is? Now you can go ahead and add the rest of the milk right in. Go ahead and just incorporate. Now you count the lemon peels you put in because you're going to have to remove them. So here's 1, 2, since it's on camera, because usually I count them and I forget. 2, 3 e 4. Mettiamoci 5. We put 5 right in. Don't discard your lemons. They're going to dry up quickly because there's no skin on them. So what I do is I squeeze the lemon and I put them in a nice tray, nice cube tray, and then whenever I want some lemon juice, I have it ready. I love lemon juice in my seltzer and in all my drinks, actually. Yep. Now we're cooking the custard. Nonna Serafina would always say, sempre devi girare sempre la stessa direzione. Gotta mix always in the same direction. That's exactly what I do. So just let it, you'll see it'll thicken up nicely. It's quick. You know, this is only 2 cups of milk, so it's a quick crema. Just keep stirring and make sure you stir the bottom and the sides, but just the same direction. Come closer, it's thickening up. There you go. Maybe lower the flame towards the end a little bit. Okay, look at that. Nice and smooth. Just keep stirring, stirring, stirring. Once you see that first bubble, it's time to shut the flame off, the stove off. Let's see. There, I saw the bubble. Okay, time to shut it off. I'm going to remove it from the hot pot because it keeps cooking. You don't want that. You want it to cool down. So I'm just going to add it. I like to add it to somewhere that's flat so it gives you more space. And now this is time to lick off the lemon peel. Let it cool down completely. Yeah. What I also like to do is to add the plastic wrap right on top so it doesn't create a film on top where it's so hard. It dries up a little bit and it becomes a little hard. Don't refrigerate it. You want it to cool down, leave it out, because you'll refrigerate it after you assemble it. You see what I mean? Just like this. Okay, let's set it to the side. While everything cools before we assemble it, I'm going to get the strawberries rinsed. Let's flip it over onto the plate. Piano piano, non farmi fare brutta figura. Wow, this is perfect. Just a little bit of this came off. That's fine. Really nothing. Guarda, perfetta proprio, huh? Really is perfect. Didn't stick to the bottom, so that's great. And now we'll proceed. Do this with a kitchen spoon, but I find that investing in one of these little bottles, so worth it. So I'm gonna add the simple syrup in. And also, if you have leftover, you could really keep it in the fridge for a long time. It doesn't spoil. And I'm also going to add the limoncello. Now, the limoncello, it's up to you. If you don't want it with alcohol, then you leave it out. By the way, this is the limoncello that my beautiful Ziarita makes for me when I go to Italy. That goes in my luggage too. See, like this, just mix it. And what I do is just gently wet this. Don't rush this process because you don't want it needs to gently get wet like this. You could leave it on the kitchen counter, and when you remember, just add a little bit more. Don't forget to wet the sides, so go all around the rim like this. Let it gently pour over here. I'll show you right here. See this? Just like this. Nice and slow. Nice and slow like this. I use about half a bottle because don't forget I put a lot of limoncello in. So I'm just going to, I think it's plenty of liquid. Yeah, just a little bit more, but I think it's good. Okay, store this in the fridge. It will keep forever. The sugar wood and the alcohol doesn't spoil. The custard, the crema pasticcera in. Smooth it out. Like this, all around. Make sure you leave a little bit out so you could enjoy it like that. You know how I enjoy the crema pasticcera? I enjoy the crema pasticcera with just a little savoiardo cookie, little crema, and then I drizzle it with the espresso on top. Oh, it's like a Neapolitan tiramisu. Love it. Actually, that's a recipe I should do. I just enjoy that right in the cup. You know what? Maybe that's a good idea. Just in the cup, make these little cups with crema, savoiardo, and espresso. I like that idea. Let's start decorating. I remove this white part from inside the strawberry, and I'm just gonna slice it. Some fresh mint to decorate. This is the beauty of spring and summer where everything is blooming, everything is growing. Just come out in the yard and pick what you need. Okay, now it's really up to you. You could use all kinds of berries, all kinds of different fruit. Strawberries are in season, and that's what I'm using today. What I do is I just gently push it down into the custard. Go all around like this, close together. We're gonna need a little one here, because it's just a little space. Ecco qui. It's important too, okay? Okay. Now, if you see any holes you want to touch up, just add more of the strawberries around. Going to use the mint to garnish it. right in like that. The different colors. Actually, we have the Italian flag right here. Ecco qui. Finito. Now it's ready. I'm going to set it in the fridge to cool down. A lot of people ask, what do I do with all the food I prepare? I share it because food is love. So today, when we open up the cake, we'll finish up the video and then you could see it. So you could see me sharing it with my friends and family. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the people that subscribe. Please do subscribe. But most importantly, make the recipes, share the food because food is indeed love. Grazie, arrivederci, alla prossima. Ciao ciao. And this is what the cake looks like inside. I love it. Easy, simple, and truly delicious. And of course, I had plenty before, but I'm going to have another taste test now. Moist and flavorful, and you taste the limoncello. Definitely a cake to make. I often get asked, what do I do with all the food I prepare? You know what I do? I cook family and friends. We eat, right? Ma's here. She's here to eat. She walked in, she goes, where's the red wine? Okay, we're doing good. Okay. Cheers. Salute, mama. Salute. And these are all my beautiful friends with me today. And thank you for dealing with me and the videos and the smile and the red lipstick. That's love. That's truly love.
Angelo la rimane fino a stasera.
That's all right. She'll come.
She'll come eventually.
Salute.
Salute.